Much love to you. This is a brand new episode of both podcast and YouTube channel. The first podcast is called Woke Nation Podcast, and the other, I guess, podcast YouTube channel is D and Juice, which is both my wife and I YouTube channel that we run. We manage it. Mainly, I manage it. She hasn't been on there for like a year, so I'm just I'm the one that takes care of that channel. But let's talk about today's episode. So, of course, any information regarding myself or the podcast, everything will be down below in the box, the description, all the links to the website and the podcast link. Everything is in the box below. Other links to our social channels. Let's talk. So today's episode or video is going to be about my belief of, I think, Umar Johnson is indeed scared of Mr. Anton Daniels. Now, Anton Daniels to me is by far a critical thinker. This dude, he thinks like me, right? But the fact is, I love people who are not always playing victim. They're just ready to do the work. They're not complaining. They're also, here to push the message of also having people realize that critical thinking is definitely a great idea or option to adopt. And I don't see that behavior from, Dr. Umar Johnson. I'm not sure why he's a doctor, what makes him a doctor, but besides the point, I believe he's scared of Anton Daniels because Anton Daniels has reached out to this man to do an interview, right? Anton Daniels has interviewed a lot of big name people or, content creators. So he has a legit YouTube channel. He's a big YouTuber, hundred thousands of followers. The man's doing incredible, right? So I think he reached out to Umar, and Umar decided to take the offer of wanting to be interviewed by Anton. And then I think within, I'm not sure how long, the duration it took for Umar to decide to decline the interview after he decided to say yes. So my thing is this: the reason why Umar, I think, decided to decline the interview is basically because Anton could debunk a lot of his claims or messages. Umar's belief about pro-blackness and black people have to always cry about reparations and cry about oppression and racism. Just that old-fashioned, tired argument about black and white issues. To me, I think it's just dumb. I've been saying this. I've been saying this for a long time. Um, I just very much do not believe the stuff that Umar says in terms of, so-called black people have to always cry about reparations and oppression. That's his talking point. Almost like a Black Lives Matter, basically. That's what he pushes to get people emotional in turn, not in turn, but people get emotional with the stuff that he says to them, and they turn around and give him money because they support his message or his belief system. My thing is, he's not doing anything for you because he's not helping you learn about, your finances. He's not helping you to become a better person. He's only keeping you in this low state of oppression or being a victim, if that makes any sense to you. That's what Umar pushes to a lot of his followers. You always have to feel like you're in this low state. People don't like you. Oh, you come from this history of people who are in, captivity, and you're a slave, and all this that old school, old fashioned, tired talking point. Omar, his talking point is to make you feel like you're in this low state, like like you're always in this, mindset of being oppressed, and nobody likes you because of your skin color and all this crap. If that were true, who cares, right? Does that stop you from making money? It doesn't. Does it affect your health? It doesn't. Does it affect your family from, working, eating, just doing well in life? No. It's just you in this low state of being miserable and sad and feel bad for me. My thing is, you're not working. You're not trying to be better. You're just complaining and whining about being oppressed when you're really not. So Anton does the opposite to me. He does the complete opposite of what Umar talks about. This man just believes in working, right? If you don't like something, fix it. In 2023, you have a smartphone. You have access to all this information. Basically, you have all this information in your hands to search for whatever that you're trying to search for. You can change your job or your lifestyle by just searching for this information in your smartphone. There's YouTube, there's all types of different platforms where you can just search and look for people or information that can just better your situation and whatever it is, your health, your finances, whatever. This is available. So if that's the case, to me, there's no more excuse on whatever that you're going through, because you can find this information, you can get therapy, you can find the help that you need, and stop playing victim all the time because of your skin color. And that goes for anybody. I don't care if you're a light skin, you're so-called Caucasian, Hispanic. You as a person, you have the power to change, especially if you live here in the US. You have the power to change all this stuff by just searching for this information and go from there. It may require work, obviously, but you still have the potential and have the possibility of making things better for yourself if you just put in the work. I believe that with all my heart for anybody. So this is what Anton Daniels pushes 24/7. Umar does the opposite. Umar is going to make sure you remain in this low state of oppression. Nobody likes you. Black people are always the last to receive anything. Nobody likes us. My thing is, who cares, bro? If nobody likes me, cool. I'll just leave it alone, go about my business, and that's it. I'll just stay the hell away from you. That's how I look at it. For me to sit there and cry and just dwell on people not liking me, who cares? No one cares about your problems. That's what Anton pushes. Nobody really cares. They're not going to. People only want results. If you came from some type of struggle or something, I don't know. We all have our own stories, our journey. Whatever you went through, I'm sorry, but go outside, cry about it, whine, scream, yell, do whatever you need to do. When you're done, get to work. Get your butt back to work. Because I'm not going to care about your problems because I have my own to deal with. You shouldn't care about my problems because you have your own to deal with. You see what I mean? And that's just how life works. And if you don't like it, change it. If you don't like it, change your freaking lifestyle or whatever. It may take time. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's possible. And that's what Anton Daniels, to me, pushes. I think Umar Johnson is scared to interview that man because Anton is going to destroy his talking points. He is going to embarrass, not that he's trying to, right? But just from having that conversation, he's going to just like annihilate all this nonsense that Umar talks about reparations. Black people should do this. He's going to ruin everything. And that's what he doesn't want. Umar cannot have that because that's going to ruin his cash flow. His cash flow comes from people who are in that low state. People feel like they're just always oppressed. They can't do anything. And they feel like Umar speaks to them so well where they're going to support this man financially by giving donations to help Umar do whatever he needs to do, like go build a school or whatever he's trying to do, events. I don't know. The money to me goes right in his pocket. That's where it goes. It doesn't go to no type of event. If it is, it takes a long time. And how much money does he really need to make these things come to a reality? Like, how long does it take to build a school? It's been over 10 years. Does anyone know where the money goes? All the money that you, Washington, gave to Umar, have Umar ever told you where the money went? Has he ever showed you any reports from the IRS after he reported the money so you can make sure you know exactly how much money this man has made each year? Has he done that for any one of you, right? Has he even put out information where you can go and monitor the money and should make sure that money went to whatever he claimed it's going to? Has he ever done that? No. This man's going to keep asking you for more and more money. You give it to him, and it goes right in his freaking pockets. He's not going to give you any information where you can really see how the money has been recorded over the years of him receiving donations from you. That's what's going to go. That's what's going on. You give him money, it goes in his pocket. It doesn't go towards nothing. But he's going to keep preaching about this pro-black stuff. He's Pan-African. Him not combing his hair, it's supposed to mean something. Him wearing these dashikis and these dresses or whatever he wears, it's all fluff. It's all just, you know what I mean? It's trying to make you feel like he's pro whatever. And you believe it, you buy into it, and you become emotional, and you make emotional decisions by giving him, and it works. It's always working. Umar is scared to interview this man, Anton, because he know he will get Anton just gonna like mop him with the floor. Mop his ass with the floor, with his hair, not being gone. He'll mop it perfectly well. That's what Umar's gonna do. I mean, Anton's gonna do to Umar. Umar goes to places like the Breakfast Club, right? The Breakfast Club, they only agree with Umar with everything he talks about. They never ask him hard questions. Where's the money, Umar? How much money have you made from these people? How much money have you made this year, last year, 5 years? Where's the money going towards exactly? Could you show us any type of real documentation that the money saw? There's a plane flying. Could you show any proof that the money went towards whatever you claim it's going towards? Could you show it? It's cool that you're talking about it. Could you show me in a actual piece of documentation that the money was used for this purpose? Could you show us how much money you've made? Like, how could you prove that you made this much? I'll feel more. I'll feel a lot more better. I'll feel better, a lot better if Umar could show the IRS, reports or documents that the money has been reported by him, so we can see exactly what's going on. What's the secret? Where's the money? Has anyone ever asked him, Umar, where's the money? This is embarrassing. This is silly. And maybe he paid them to not ask those questions. But Umar's always on those shows, the Breakfast Club, and they never ask him these questions. They keep letting this man talk about reparations or oppression. Again, put people in this low state of feeling hopeless. We have to stick together. How, when the money is being spent on something else? Stick together by giving you more money. You gave Black Lives Matter money. You gave that organization money. And what did they do with your money? They bought houses and mansions to fund their lifestyle with it as well. The money has not been reported to the IRS, just like Umar. The money has not been reported to the IRS. You don't know exactly where the money has been going towards. All they just ask for is donations, donations, and donations. And celebrities give it to them. They probably pay celebrities to push this idea that you got to support this because I support it and because you follow me. For example, if I'm LeBron and I post things on social media about Black Lives Matter, you should support this, and you should support it because I support it. Now his followers are going to follow him and whatever he supports, and they turn around and give him money. They give him money. Well, not LeBron, but they give Black Lives Matter money. Easy. Umar is no different. You give him money, and he does not show you exactly where the money is going towards. But again, I believe very much that Anton Daniels is a threat to this man, and Umar knows that. And that's why he cannot let you know exactly, that's why he chose not to accept the interview with Anton, because the man, Anton I'm telling you, he's going to debunk all his arguments. All his talking points will be finished. Hear me out. I'm telling you, if Umar, he probably did a good thing of not saying yes to the interview. Because I keep saying this, if Umar was actually interviewed by Anton Daniels, you're going to see all his talking points, everything he stands for, everything he's been telling you for decades about pro-blackness, reparations, oppression, all that talking point, even the money that he asked for you, all those cash apps that you've been giving this man. Anton's gonna ask those questions, those hard questions that nobody asked Umar. Where's the money? Another question that's going to make Umar look really bad. And that's why he said no. Umar is his job is to keep you in a low state at all times. What's a low state? It means you're miserable, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're hopeless, you're not making any money. He doesn't show you how to even make money. He just talks and complains all day. Complains about all kinds of stupid things, as if that's gonna really do better, like do you justice, if that makes any sense. His talking points doesn't help you get better. It just keeps you in this low state. This low state in mind of just not doing anything but just complain and protest and start vandalizing, or really protesting. If you think protesting in 2023 is gonna help you rise to the top or get more money and have people care about your problems, you're just silly. You are pathetic, and you're a joke, and you're a clown. Oppression protesting doesn't work. It keeps you, again, poor and broke. You'll just end up going to jail because you're out there doing something stupid. And that's what's going to happen to you. And that's what Umar pushes all the time to people like you watching this. He wants you to always be in that low state. This man, his job is not to better your life. It's not going to happen. His job is to ask you for money every chance he gets. Anytime he needs a cash app, he's going to come to you and ask you for it. My thing is, how much money has he made so far from these cash apps? The last time he asked y'all for cash apps, it was to fix a window for a school that he claims to be running. And I'm not hating on him having the school. He can do what he needs to do with the school. I'm not trying to stop this man from making his money from this. But my problem is these cash apps, what's it being used for? Yeah, he asked y'all to send him cash app money, to donate money using Cash App, to send him money to fix this broken window that somebody broke by throwing a rock at it. I'll say it one more time. Somebody threw a rock at the school window, broke it, and Umar needs you to give him money to fix the window. If that were the case, if you send him the money, how much money does it take to fix a window at a school, right? Let's say it may cost like $500. He may get over $2,000 in donation money. Where is the rest of the money going towards, Umar? Again, how do you know how much money he made from those cash apps alone? You see what I'm talking? You see what I'm saying? Those questions never get asked by the Breakfast Club. People like Charlemagne and DJ Envy. I'm not trying to shame these people, but they never ask him those hard-hitting questions. When I see this, and he's been on that show multiple times, they always agree with him. They never ask the real questions. How much money have you made so far, sir? And where's the money going towards? How can you prove to people that the money was used for this or that? How could you prove to people that this how much I made in a year? I just can't go off what you say. That is just like insulting. You can say whatever you want. Like, how dumb do you think people are? It'll make a lot more sense if you can show the money by being reported to the IRS. So everyone has access to this information, right? Everyone has access to this public information, and you're good. Like, that's your receipt. If you don't have this, I have to think that the money is being used for anything other than what you claim the money is going to be used for, because it's so easy to say whatever you want. I'm telling you, this man, his job is to always keep Black people in a low state. Anton Daniels is the opposite. Anton Daniels is going to help you become a better person by just realizing you have to work and grind and just be a critical thinker, question everything he says, question everything Umar Johnson says, and that's what I believe in myself, critical thinking. Umar doesn't do that. Umar, to me, is like the news station, right? Umar is like NBC, MSNBC. His job is to always think for you. All those stories and what happened back in history, they'll tell you about it, and you believe it without doing any research and making sure whatever he just told you is valid. Just like the news station, they can tell you whatever they want and control the narrative. And it sounds like it's a true story. It sounds legit, but it may be false information. And how would you know that if you didn't do no investigation on your own? Umar will tell you whatever he wants, however he wants it, and you're going to believe it because it sounds true, but you never did your own research to make sure whatever he said was valid. That's very dangerous. And that's like the news station. They can tell you whatever they want, and you believe it without doing no research. That's irresponsible. That's being a silly person. That's being a clown. You have this to use to think for yourself. Don't let Umar or anyone think for you. Don't even let me think for you. I need you to be a critical thinker. I need you to always think for yourself and question everything. And that's why Anton Daniels that's what he pushes all the time to his followers. Umar does the opposite. He thinks for you, and then he asks you for what? Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. Hit the Cash App. That's it. Let's be real. Let's be real. It's 2023. Where is the money, sir? Where's the money, Umar? And like I said before, I think Umar is scared to be interviewed by anyone like Anton Daniels that's going to ask him those hard-hitting questions, because he will be embarrassed. He's going to be exposed, and he can't have that. He always have to go to one of those podcasts or those platforms where they'll do the opposite. Agree with him. Let him say whatever he want to say, and that's it. Think for yourself, man. Question Umar's actions. Question what he says. Become a critical thinker, and do not be a gullible idiot by keep giving people money who looks like you, and they may sound like they're right, but they could be scam artists just like BLM. Much love to you. Be safe out there. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Again, all the links is down below. And we'll just go from there. See you next time.